Hello and welcome back to Inspiring Pills, and I'm here today with Nadiah, the founder and owner of Hello Kind Macros. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I've seen your Instagram, I've seen your website, and I really love the whole branding feel of Hello Kind Macros, which it kind of gave me the vibe that you were a designer or some sort.
Okay.
Maybe you can introduce yourself to the Inspiring Tales followers.
Kejap. Asal kau macam...
Inspiring Tales followers.
Okay. Do I need to say hi everyone? My name is Nadiah.
Yeah, just go away.
Hi everyone, my name is Nadiah. I'm the founder of Hello Kind Macros. So I started off doing fashion design in school, and then I moved to merchandising for a local fashion brand. Then I did that for 5 years, and I moved to American footwear brand. Yeah, so there I didn't do the visual merch. I did the back end of the business, of the stocks management, and also a lot of sales analysis and stuff like that. So I was doing that on my third year, actually on my 7th year, before I started this brand. So food business has always been something that I want to do as a side income.
As a side income. So how did you start Hello Kind Macros? Or did you start with Hello Kind Macros or some other F&B business?
No, I don't have any business.
And you didn't have any prior F&B experience at all, right?
No, not at all. So I started off with my personal IG. I just shared pictures of healthy meals that I cook at home. And then initially how it started was my partner went for his personal training.
Okay.
And then his PT came back to him and said he has to hit a certain amount of macros. So he has like 180 grams of protein, 300 grams of carbs to hit per day. And I saw him struggle with food.
So he's into fitness.
Yes.
The fitness industry.
Yes. So I started off, I wanted to start off with the fitness meals.
Yeah.
And so I saw him struggle with food. There I helped him. So I told him, you buy the ingredients, I cook. So everything that I cooked, I post it on my Instagram.
I see. And you'll make it look aesthetic.
Yeah, I mean
because of you being a designer yourself,
Yes.
you would love for the whole feed vibe to be aesthetic as how you would.
Okay,
like it,
so
right?
because I'm creatively trained,
Yeah.
so it's not very hard for me to do things aesthetically because I'm already trained in that way.
Explains the current Hello Kind Macros Instagram feed.
Yes, so
Right.
the branding wise was also 100% mine. I really wanted it to be very bold, very bright, and something that's fun. Because that's how I want the healthy diet narrative to be. To not be something that's stressful and something that is quirky and very happy.
So you were saying that your partner had a problem getting macros for his food, certain macros for his food. Like
Yes.
there's certain weight of protein, certain what else is
Yes, so,
what
okay.
other things is in a macros? Like I don't understand macros.
Okay, so in a typical meal, there should be protein, carbs, and fats. So,
Okay.
of course, fiber as well. But these are 3 things that I focus on because everyone has a different set of macros depending on your fitness goal. Okay, so someone like me will have a totally different set of macros than you. So that's how I started off the business to help people achieve their macros
I see.
through the meals, the daily meals, because it's really hard. You don't know how to cook like 180 grams of protein if you don't have knowledge on nutrition, right? And the thing about me is I learned nutrition for many years. It's just something that I do it out of my passion, and it became really easy for me. So when he had that problem, I solved it for him instantly.
So you found a solution to your partner's problem.
Yes.
Hence why you how Hello Kind Macros started?
Yes. So initially, when I did it for him, the business hasn't launched yet. So he brought it to work, and people saw it. His boss was my first customer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So so he himself has a different set of macros.
I see.
Yeah. So it was really interesting because I cook the same meals, but the weighing differs from person to person. Yeah. So all of this I post it online, and then slowly people see and they ask me how do I order, or like how do I make a how do I they ask me whether I can help them as well,
Here.
and then it just kick off from there.
So was your partner's boss also into fitness or?
Yeah, I mean they all gym a few times a week, so
Because when I check out your website, so not only fitness that you are targeting, right?
yes.
I saw that you are targeting two others. So there's three
Yes.
different target audience.
Yes,
Yeah.
so I have analyzed different personalities and so-called consumer behavior that we all have different lifestyle. So I do want to make the meals to fit in everyone's lifestyle, and I also take myself into consideration because I am a very I have a very small appetite. So and I'm a very busy person, right?
Yeah.
And so I made a plan to cater to people like me,
Yeah.
who works in office, who don't have access to meals.
The busy
healthy
bees,
meals. Yes. So
Okay.
that's how the busy bee was born. And a lot of people have a really hard time going through their daily meals. Like it's not easy, and for them, they find that healthy is really hard to achieve. But I want to prove that it's really not that hard.
Yeah, I think I can relate to this because I get busy myself, right? And I've ever tried doing my own prep meals, like and try to be consistent on it, but I tend to get busy for certain week of the month will be like a busy week, and I wouldn't have time to prepare my meal prep, right?
Right.
And that is a problem that I face. But because at the same time, while I actually am busy with work, I also want to reach to my body goals that I want to. But
Right.
I also don't have much time to go to the gym like majority of the days in the week.
Right.
You get what I mean?
Correct.
So I feel that dieting is more important than working out often.
Yeah. So
But I still understand that I still need that balance of both.
correct.
But dieting is like majority of the
Yes, so research has been done multiple times that it's 80% diet, 20% exercise.
okay.
So it doesn't matter what kind of exercise you do for the whole week.
Yeah.
If you don't take care of your diet, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, so you will always go back to what you eat in the day to achieve what you want to have for your body. Yeah.
I see. So this would definitely solve my problem, right?
Oh, for sure. You can sign
Maybe
up.
I can sign up there.
You can
So
sign up.
yeah, let's talk about your story, right?
Okay.
Like, I want to know more about how you've been running this business because, from my understanding, you have two kids as well,
Yes.
right? So how do you actually able to juggle a business like Hello Kind Macros and also taking care of two of your kids alone?
Okay, so first of all, we need okay, here. First of all, I have people who support me in parenting.
Yeah.
So technically, on the surface, I handle a lot of things my own. But when they go to school, that's my free time to sort my business. Okay, but at the same time, I have my parents to in case of emergency, so they don't. So everything is taken care of. It's not easy to business and two kids, and they are really demanding. But over time, once you create a system in the business, you will understand how to make it through with the kids' schedule.
So the system, the SOPs and everything you actually make
Yes.
in place so that you kind of don't have to, how do you say this, micromanage the work.
Correct.
So, but of course, towards that SOP, that creating that system, right? What was your main struggles in Hello Kai Macros, like while running while running the business, especially as a motherpreneur?
Okay, so the first struggle that I faced was delivery. So when it comes to meal delivery, it has to fall at the timing where people are home,
And
right?
yeah,
So it's usually like evening time is the safest because weekday, if you will deliver in the afternoon, it doesn't make sense. So it has to be evening. So this jeopardized a little bit about with my kid schedule because that's the timing where I pick up my kids,
yeah.
right? Eventually, I decided that it should be only be on Sundays, and also just one of the weekday.
I see.
So it's not everyday delivery that I have to sacrifice.
Yeah.
It's only 2, but now 3 days that I have to sacrifice a little bit on that whole scheduling.
So that was the delivery was one of the main struggles that you faced, right? Because you need to juggle both your business and your kids as well,
Yes.
and you have to make time as a mother, not just an entrepreneur. So it's amazing that you actually were able to think in a way, solution thinking wise,
Thank you.
in terms of like, yeah, you had a problem with these two important thing in your life, your business and as well as your kids, because you need your business to actually support your kid as well, but at the same time you need to be a good, in a way, a good mother for your kids and a responsible one.
Yes.
Right? So you were able to maneuver based on your situation that you face.
Yes, so I really do create a system, like a workflow among my team, that we don't jeopardize kids' time, and that all their work is before the kids go back from school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is my priority in the business, is that family time is still priority,
Yeah.
but work is still done.
I see.
Yeah.
So, if you are able to give like an advice for someone who is like running a business and also have a kid like you do, right? What would that advice be for them?
I would say, first of all, you have to understand yourself, and you have to learn how to regulate your nervous system, because this is really important and is always overlooked. Because we as moms, we are overstimulated, we are sleep deprived, we are everything, and the moment you get some time to yourself is when you learn how to keep yourself calm. Because when you control your emotions, you can think better for the business side, and you can make wise decisions in your business planning. Yeah, so because we women, we are all emotional creatures, but when we become moms, we are 10 times emotional.
Yeah, understand.
Right, so before you start a business, you need to control your emotion. You need to learn and not get triggered by a lot of things, because the only thing that I get myself triggered are like my kids, but nothing to do with the business. I don't take anything personally within the business. Any form of complaints, feedbacks, I take it and I don't overthink. Yeah.
So I think definitely it's easier said than done, right? But when you are in that current that situation, when that state where you are really overwhelmed and you have no one to go to, and you feel all alone, right? So you felt that. You felt that.
I mean, we are entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah.
So we have that state where we feel so lonely. But okay, sorry, what was your question?
So how do we kick off that state? Like, how do we solve that problem? Like, if let's say someone is out there right now is currently going through that state. Right? They are running this business, but they are getting overwhelmed. They feel like there's no one that could actually help them, and they they don't realize that they are getting into a depression state. Right, which most entrepreneurs actually goes into a depression state, but because the view as an entrepreneur, right, you have to be the alpha,
Yeah.
right? You have to be alone, and you have to be a leader, right?
Correct.
So it put it in a perspective where we have to be perfect as an entrepreneur. No one's perfect, right? How do you think someone who is facing this state can actually, you know,
Okay. Before you even step into the business world, I think you need to understand your coping mechanism. So, like for you and me, we have different ways to cope, and we need to do a lot of self-reflection, because sometimes thoughts when we have, okay, wait, let me
rephrase? So you're currently in the depression state, right? And you are all alone. You feel like everything around you is against you,
okay.
right? And you feel everything is dark and nothing is going right.
Okay, so when you go through a very depressive state, you need to understand that it's just
A phase.
that period of time. It's just temporary, that has been fed into your mind because of external factors.
I see.
Okay, so when it comes to being a mompreneur, right? Back to that topic, we go through this thing called mom guilt, and mom guilt is something that will never go away. Okay, and it worsens over time. It worsens every single time there's a problem, and we all thought that it might pass when the kids are grown, but no, it doesn't go away. And we need to understand that mom guilt is like grief. It comes as a wave and it goes. And sometimes you need to block yourself out of the negative energy. So it takes a lot of analyzing who is causing or what is causing all this negativity into your thoughts that leads to mom guilt, depressive stuff.
What would be an example of an external factor?
Complaints. That's a fast, easy service industry face every time.
Yeah.
Complaints, low sales, right? Because then we have self-doubts whether the business can go on, and then
Could it be like pressure from someone you are close with, maybe your friends or family, pressure from them?
for me personally, I don't get pressured by anyone. I feel like I pressure myself the most.
What if someone was pressured?
Oh, okay. So you have to understand where they stand in your life. Okay, so if let's say they are a really important person in your life, take it with a pinch of salt. Reflect why they were feeling that way. Most of the time is because they love you. But if it's unnecessary, just block it away.
Yeah.
Move to your safe space and just focus on your end goal.
Yeah. So I think it also goes back to they themselves as a person and how they are brought up also.
Right.
And the environment they were in previously since childhood.
Yes.
I feel that the childhood effect is understatement.
Right. So recent studies are doing a lot of childhood background research and how it affects us as adults, right? And it really has a direct relation to how we are today. And most of the time you only realize it when we face a problem. So normally it's how your parents face a problem, we will automatically have the same way.
Yeah.
But it's genetically proven by genes.
It is by genes.
Yes, but it's a small portion. Like it's a small percentage of your genes are affected because of behavior from your parents.
So it depends on which side you want to enhance, right? Is it the positive or is it the negative side of the genes that you want to enhance? Right?
Yeah, so when it comes to genetics, we just need to understand that it's just a small portion, that you will bring along throughout your life. So you have the choice to change it, and it takes a little bit of manipulating your genes and then gear it towards how you want it to be.
And
So it's all science.
it's all science, and also the mind as well.
Correct.
And because at this day and age, social media is really fast right now, and kids nowadays, they consume a lot of contents much faster than we used to do. Right? It's more fast paced, and they consume a lot more contents, and they get even smarter, right? Because of that kind of fast paced environment that we are right now. So I feel that if, let's say, like in terms of this is another huge topic. Yeah, it's another huge topic. But how can we? Because based on how our parents brought us up, right? They may be bringing us up in a traditional way,
Right.
right? But it also depends on the kind of environment we are living right now, the current era, right? The modern era. So, what do you think about that? Like, should we follow how our parents bring up our kids right now, or we should maneuver in a way where how it fix the current modern era?
Okay. Have you heard of this gentle parenting?
Gentle, no, I've never.
Okay. So this term gentle parenting is a phenomenon that parents, millennial parents especially, are trying to adopt. Okay. So it's totally different than how we were raised. It's definitely being softer to the kids and understanding their emotions really deep before you react. Right? And it takes a lot of acknowledgement of the kids. Like if they are sad, you need to acknowledge first before you give them a solution or like you react. So this whole gentle parenting may or may not work for you.
Okay.
It doesn't work for me. I tried, but it doesn't work for me. And I still have some of my parents' ways, parent my child. But of course, I take the positive ones. And the main important thing is you just gear it towards your style, you know. And someone's parenting style is not meant for you, it's fine.
And it goes back to what you mentioned about controlling your own emotions. Like if, let's say, you your kid is doing something wrong and you are scolding your kid, are you scolding him for his own good or because you want to let go of and vent out your anger?
Right.
Right. So there's these two, and so the way you move towards the situation, it really depends on how well you can control your emotions. What do you agree on that?
So when it comes to controlling emotions, we are the role model for the kids. That's why for me it's when it comes to diet, works alongside with your gut, it works with your brain, and all this is a cycle for you to be able to be more aware of your emotions and think logically. So it all comes back to the diet. If you eat healthy, you will feel good, your gut will feel good, and then you will better choices. Yeah, so it's really that simple, to be honest.
Talking about this topic, right, it just gave me an idea. Why not I actually interview the parents of the successful entrepreneurs? Like, how did they actually brought up these individuals? Like, is there something, a way that they actually put to their kid from small while they during their childhood that actually kind of spark a little in terms of like the entrepreneurship in that kid. You get what I mean? So like, I give you an example. My dad taught me to make money in school.
Okay.
So he taught me to buy stickers.
Okay.
And you know that kind of the A4 stickers, and there's a lot of stickers inside, like maybe 20, 25. I bought it for around $2.50, but I sold one for 50 cents, 30 cents, depending on the size. So maybe did bring out a small entrepreneurial business side of the kid since small. And maybe that's the reason why I'm into entrepreneurship right now. Maybe because I really believe that it is based on how you are brought up,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
When you are a kid, right? And what's the kind of environment you were in. You know what I mean? So this could be a topic on how parents can bring an entrepreneurial kid. What do you think?
Okay. I feel like if it relates, it relates because some people their main intention is not to build an entrepreneur.
I see. Yeah.
Like for me, if you know, if you follow me, I'm more particular that my kids eat well, move well.
Let me see.
Yeah, that is my priority. So you may not.
Because certain parents, like even till they are college, right? They would say you should go to this course, right? You should go to engineering. No, you cannot go to mass communication. What do you want to be in being in mass communication? You should be in engineering, right? Engineering industry is good. It's very stable, unlike other industry. So that's usually how parents does it. It's like being controlling with the kids.
I mean, of course they just want the safest
Yeah, but
solution.
yeah, right. In terms of the point of view on what they are trying to tell us is that they want the best for us.
But it may
But
not
I
be the
also,
best for us.
yeah, maybe it's because they actually wanted to do that and they couldn't, so they want their kid to achieve the goal that they couldn't achieve back then. So I feel that it may be unfair for your kids, right? So this is a whole other topic. Maybe we can actually
Yeah, I mean, really we can continue about this.
Yeah.
For another session. It's really long. I can go on and on and on and on. And I can even explain to you how boys work in science, how their chemistry by nature works, and why I choose to make sure that they move. They move well, they do a lot of and they eat well is because their chemistry is designed to move.
Yeah.
If they don't move, there will be setbacks. So it's really critical that we make our boys move. Yeah, that's how they progress. And then they can decide later on what they want to do.
I think this is a huge other topic that we can actually talk about, right? And it is something deeper, right?
It's very deep.
So because I think for Inspiring Tales, I'm opening up a podcast. Maybe I can actually invite you to talk about this deeper topic. And maybe if let's say you think it's a good idea to talk about how you can bring up an entrepreneurial kid, or is that even a good option to teach your kids to be an entrepreneur?
Yeah.
Comment down yes in the comment section below, and we'll see the reaction, the demand for it. So I have one last question for you. For Hello Kind Macros, right? How do you see Hello Kind Macros in 5 years' time? Like moving forward, like what's your next plan?
So I do want our own central kitchen, and then hopefully, if it all goes well, I do want to expand to Malaysia.
You want to expand to Malaysia? I see.
Yeah.
Is there a reason why Malaysia?
I love Malaysia.
And it's a bustling city as well, right?
I feel like Malaysia fits my lifestyle as well.
That's it.
And I already understand their culture. So
And in terms of business wise, it's a good country to start doing the volume game, right? It's bigger than compared to Singapore, you see.
Correct. And I feel like it's still very niche, whole healthy diet, and we can expand to the Malaysian community and help. There's a lot of people who have high risk of diabetes. All these diseases are on the rise, especially in our young community. So I feel like that is also a very strong point for me to be there.
So in 5 years' time, you want to be in Malaysia and you want to have your own central kitchen. So that central kitchen is in Singapore or?
It's in Singapore. If I set up one in Malaysia, it'll be in Malaysia. One Malaysia, one Singapore.
Oh, I see. So because it's a meal prep, right? So you are not able to bring from Malaysia to Singapore, right? But it could be a possible. Yeah, it could be a possibility.
It's not impossible.
Yeah.
But it does take a couple of technology involved to
Yep.
be able to transport meals.
I see.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, nothing is impossible these days.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much for sharing. And last question for you. If you could actually turn back time to your younger self, right? Before you started this Hello Kind Macros, right? What would you advise your younger self? If you now, you can actually meet the younger Nadiah.
Oh, I think I would tell her just true. I mean, it's gonna be like,
The storm. The storm is coming. The calm before the storm.
it's going to be like a tornado plus hurricane plus tsunami all at once. But I think we have this thing called grit in us, in me, in you, that will help us move on and persevere through everything. And it's going to be a fun journey. It's really, really fun.
Mom. So, I am inspired by your story because it's never easy, especially as a mother and motherpreneur, like raising two kids alone, and while you are in that state, and how you actually were able to like get out of that small dark room.
I have one more advice.
Yeah.
Find the biggest pain point in your life and use it as a fuel to move
To move forward,
move you to places. So this is one key thing, because every time we have pain points, we will dwell on it. But I like to use it as a fuel. So the more angry I am, the more I'm motivated to move forward.
So rather than using that biggest pain point to drag you down,
Right.
and like dwell on it and like go in your room and like, oh my god, what am I going to do in my life? Use that as a motivational fuel to move higher,
Correct.
right?
I love it. I always use it. I always use this. It's like part of my motto in life. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing this. Really, definitely very valuable and insightful. And I'm sure other entrepreneurs out there can really learn a lot from your experience and your story, right?
I hope so. Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Do you have any last thing that you want to share?
Subscribe.
Subscribe to Inspiring Tales. Subscribe to Inspiring Tales.
Subscribe to Hello Kind Macro.
And Inspiring Tales. Subscribe to Hello Kind Macros. Okay, because how does one subscribe? Like
Go to www.hellokindmacros.com.
yeah.
Subscriptions. Choose the best plan that fits your lifestyle.
Yeah. Because you have three, the Busy Bee.
Busy bee, pregnant, postpartum,
Yeah.
and fitness
Yeah.
enthusiast.
So comment down macros, the keyword macros in the comment section below, and we send you the link to the subscription page.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here again, and I'm really inspired, and I'm looking forward to my meal prep
Sure.
as a busy bee myself. All right.
Let's see Hakim's journey with
Hey, we can discuss on
Hello
that.
Kind Macros.
Hey, we can discuss on that, right? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much, and don't forget to click the like button and subscribe button, and I'll see you soon.
Ciao.